The MCU is my favorite cinematic universe of all time. Its storytelling, characters, and atmosphere creates a special place in my heart. Until now. Everything is utterly crap. 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 I was hoping the Multiverse Saga would top the Infinity Saga, but that hope is starting to flicker. As Phase 4 comes to a close after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I thought it would be a good idea to explore why the MCU has peaked, and why are many fans not fans anymore. This is the tragic fall of the MCU. So, the first reason why the MCU has freaking peaked is because of quantity over quality. I believe the MCU has been focusing on quantity over quality for a long time, and it started since the Phase 4 has commenced. So basically, Phase 4 is when they introduced Disney Plus into their part of their storytelling, and I must say, although some shows were quite interesting, such as Loki and Moon Knight, it really just takes away everything. Like it feels like an obligation to watch all of these in order to understand where the story is going, and I don't really like that. It's just too much watching time, and there's a lot of things like jam-packed together in one phase. Like Phase 1, I believe, lasted for at least 3 years, 3 or 2 years, and now Phase 4 is right now hasn't even reached the second year, and it's finishing with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and the CGI is just really weird. Like you can tell when it's CGI, and like for instance like Black Widow and She-Hulk, and there has been many rumors that the VFX artists are now complaining about the work conditions in Marvel Studios, and it's just too much, and that just takes too much value away from each project, where it scarcely creates value. And since that doesn't create enough value for each movie, it feels so bland and bleak. So, Kevin Feige has stated that Phase 4 is pretty much what, like, the effects of what everyone felt after Endgame. Personally, first off, I disagree. There has been nothing. I mean, although WandaVision and some MCU movies had some effects from the snap, it's just not most of it. Like, for instance, we have Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home takes place right after Far From Home, and there hasn't been a single mention of Tony Stark. And I was a bit disappointed for that part, because it really didn't make sense if they were going to do that. But overall, like it's like someone like Kevin Feige just barfs all over the place. Like there's no direction or anything. Like for instance, Hawkeye. Like what are they gonna do with Clint Barton now, since he's like retired possibly? And She-Hulk is just a mess. I mean everything is just crazy. Like there's so much disconnect with these movies. Like Eternals, it's like they're just splattering everywhere. They're seeing what can stick on the wall. It's just disappointing. So Phase 3, what I love about the Infinity Saga is that it takes a very serious tone. For instance, like Iron Man and Thor, they teach a good lesson by using serious tone. There's sometimes some funny parts and comedic stuff, but it's very, very interesting. It kind of gives me like Daredevil vibes. But recently, the seriousness is just dissipated. Like for instance, I had very high expectations for Thor: Love and Thunder, because of Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, and Thor. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters, but personally, they just destroy the character. I mean, Taika Waititi, he made Thor as a laughing scapegoat. I mean, Thor is probably the one character that suffered the most in the MCU, besides Spider-Man and the others, but he's lost his brother, his mother, his father, his home, his loved ones, everything. And Infinity War really shows, and Endgame shows how he had to cope with that. And right when it gets to Thor: Love and Thunder, it's just the He's just a laughing guy. Like, the guy who suffered so much turned into a laughing person. And it's just so bad. And Incredible Hulk as well. Hulk was like a beast in the beginning of the phase 1. And after that, he just, because of Professor Hulk, he's like a downgrade version. I mean, you could tell everything has become a laughing stock for every series character. I mean, She-Hulk literally like belittles Bruce Banner by saying she had to suffer more, which is just so weird and stupid. And it's so sad to see how child-friendly it's becoming. While the MCU has, it's pretty agreeable that it has fallen after Endgame. I mean, there are some exceptions like No Way Home. No Way Home was a really good movie, and Shang-Chi was not that bad. But everything is just so bad in the MCU right now, and I'm starting to think that this is the fall. But there is still some hope in the horizon. I mean, we got the Secret Invasion trailer, and there was not a single joke. All the other, it's so weird. There's not a single joke in the trailer, and it's very dark and noir vibe, and I love that. I love that. It gives me Winter Soldier vibes, and I want more of that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And there is some promising news of Daredevil Born Again, and I'm very concerned for this because, well, it's made by Disney, and they might make Daredevil a child guy, which I'm pretty sure they will. And he's gonna be in She-Hulk, so we still don't know what's gonna happen. And Blade, I am excited for Blade. Although I didn't watch any trilogy, I heard that's very good. But I'm scared that these kind of rated R or like very gritty tones like Daredevil and Blade, like if they get toned down, it just ruins the atmosphere, it ruins the vibe that people had before when they currently look at them now. But if Kevin Feige makes good decisions, hopefully the MCU will go back to where it was, leading up to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. But right now, the MCU is just a sad looking crap. Thank you.